Hello, everyone, and welcome to this. As I have just finished, well, about 20 minutes or so ago, finished watching WWE Backlash. And was the pay-per-view really a fantastic one? Maybe not so much. I think we were all kind of maybe a little underwhelmed at Ziggler versus Shinsuke Nakamura, but it was still a real solid matchup. Thought the tag title match had a tad bit too much comedy, but towards the end, I thought if we could have got maybe 5 more minutes of the action that the Usos and Breezango were building up, would have been great. Kevin Owens and AJ Styles had themselves best match of the night, and I like the work that they put in the terms of the storytelling and for the build-up of the rematch. But obviously, the biggest story that will be coming out of this pay-per-view is Jinder Mahal becoming the WWE champion. And honestly, I'm so excited for this. This, to me, is one of the more interesting things the company's done in a long period of time. And I think the consensus, and I feel I'm definitely the minority, is can't believe they put the title on a guy that literally had only won 2 matches. And to an extent, I see your point in being so angry, but this company just gave Jinder Mahal a chance. They moved him over to SmackDown, where, there's not enough total depth on the show. They're able to create a new character there in Jinder Mahal. They bring him with the Singh brothers. And I thought this is absolutely brilliant, and it's really worked out. And now he becomes the champion of WWE, and I'm so excited for it. I mean, the guy's, really worked hard. He's eaten a lot of crap to be in the company, even getting released, then being brought back. You gotta wonder what were they going to get out of this, and they get something now. They got Jinder Mahal being their champion, and I'm really excited because, one, obviously, they're opening the floodgates to India, where they are very successful in that country, I should say, where there's over 1 billion people. They just opened up their Shop Zone site for India, where they're going to do crazy business right now. I also think, they've got themselves a solid... look what they're doing with Jinder Mahal is practically, in a sense, the same thing what they did about 2-3 years ago with Seth Rollins, with J&J Security. The same things with Jinder as... they have the Singh brothers in that role. It's really working. And I think him being the champion, deep down, you're going to want to watch his matches. You're going to want to see this guy get beat. So they have a legitimate champion that people are going to dislike for a multiple of reasons, whether they feel he doesn't deserve to be the champion. Obviously, some sort of tension going on with this character. I think obviously that's the main reason. You're going to want to see this guy get beat, and that's going to put butts in seats, to quote Tony Schiavone. I think this is one of the best things that's been done, and as well, think of the markets in North America that have a huge Indian population. This is going to draw more people to SmackDown live events. I'm sure SmackDown's ratings in certain aspects will pick up. It's been a little slow right now. It's tough for the company. For at least WWE, they've been struggling TV-wise. It's on their downside normally after WrestleMania, and with the likes of the NBA and NHL playoffs, I think they're going to see some sort of growth. I would expect on Tuesday the rating to be a solid rating for SmackDown, but I think this is a good thing. The one thing about wrestling fans is they're never happy. They're never really happy with something. You want them to take a chance on a new guy. They just did. And the most of the reaction is negative. And I just don't understand that. I think they built this character up brilliantly. It's, in a sense, a 2017 version of 1984 Iron Sheik. That was one of the more successful heel runs for a short period of time. Maybe we see Jinder be in that same run, a short period of time. We can't judge everything on Jinder's run here right now. He just won the title, hasn't had any defenses, hasn't helped add subscribers to the network, and I would expect network subscriptions do go up, especially with India. But as well, I think this is one of the better things they've got going for them right now. I think this is one of the better characters. I expect the celebration for Jinder to be fantastic. If they do it what I tweeted out, Jinder and the Singh brothers, they come out, or Jinder at least comes out riding an elephant. I mean, this is I'm so excited for not only the guy who's really worked himself for a long period of time, and he got himself a break. They found a character they could develop into. People, you know what? The reaction, there was a solid reaction. Whether you booed it, the timing of the finish was really well done. So credit to both Randy Orton and Jinder Mahal on that. And Jinder, to me, obviously, he's not, a Ric Flair in terms of the work ethic or an AJ Styles. But he's got his own little niche. He's developing more into that solid main event style worker. I mean, that's going to take, time to get to. But they're trying it out right now. Maybe did they rush it a bit? Maybe, but this is WWE in the modern era. They rush everything. There's so many feuds I can look back on and think they should have given these things a little bit more time to develop. We'd have got a bigger payoff, but guess what? They don't. It's such a boom industry. Got to go from one feud to the next. I don't agree with that. I'm with you people out there. I don't agree with that, but guess what? That's just the way the business is right now. It's an unfortunate timing with, the amount of pay-per-views and the amount of guys they got under contract trying to develop new creative situations for each of them to be in. But we now have ourselves a new WWE champion. I think this is going to be... I'm so excited for this. I'm so happy for the guy and for the Singh brothers as well to be a part of this, because they were really just floundering there in NXT and not really getting over as baby faces. Their slight couple-week run on NXT as heels wasn't going anywhere. And you fit them there with Jinder. They all work out so well. I'm so excited. It's something old but different, and they're taking a huge spin on it. I, honest to God, wonder what Brampton, Ontario is like right now. There's a huge Indian population out there in Brampton, and I know a lot of the youth out there do watch a lot of pro wrestling. I can't even imagine. This is one of the biggest things to happen for India as well. Like, you thought Great Khali was big. Jinder Mahal just became a god in India. So this is amazing. I couldn't be more excited. I will definitely be tuning in to see how this plays out for SmackDown. Is it going to be a 1 month, 2 month type run? Maybe. I think they can get a lot of longevity out of this, but we'll all see how these things play out. And I think the one benefit for Jinder, obviously, he's got himself a rematch with Randy Orton coming up, and you couldn't be out there with a better technical, solid worker in Randy Orton. So, all in all, was the pay-per-view to go out of your way? I definitely would say I think with the ending, for me at least, it's a thumbs-up show. Go out and see. I think maybe it was a little bit disappointing in some aspects, but the end of the show was worth the payoff, for me at least. But anyways, that's it for this video. Congrats to Jinder, and the amazing stat is Jinder obviously is a Canadian, born and raised in Calgary. Only 2 WWE champions in history are from Calgary. One is Bret the Hitman Hart. The other is Jinder Mahal. So anyways, that'll do it for this video. Peace out. Have a good one, everyone.